Hi, good morning. How are you today? My name is Teacher Paula Grajales, and today we are going to keep working with the digestive system. Identifying the parts of the digestive system and describing the functions of the parts of the digestive system. So let's start. First, we have to make a general review about the different parts of the digestive system. Do you remember where does digestion begins? It begins in your mouth. Yes, once you put the food into your mouth, immediately you begin with the digestion process. What is coming after mouth? Do you remember what is the name of this tube that transports the food from the mouth into your stomach? This is the esophagus. What is the organ that stores the food? This is the stomach. What is the other organ that segregates the bile? The liver. And then we have the one that segregates the enzymes in your body. It's the pancreas. Then we have what is the intestine that gets the nutrients from the food? Small intestine. And then we have the large intestine. Is the one in charge of getting the wastes outside of your body. We have the rectum and the anus. Also with the large intestine, they are in charge of make some movements to get the waste outside of your body. Okay, so this is our digestive system. Here we have some questions for you, and I will need your help. Okay? Okay, the first one says, where is the food mixed with saliva? Do you remember? In the mouth. Okay, we have to try to find the word mouth. In here we have, this is the mouth. Good. Let's go to the second. What is the organ that segregates the bile? Okay, it says that is the liver. Where is the liver? Okay, let's see. Okay, here we are, the liver. Okay, so what is your homework? You can take a capture of the image and keep working yourself, okay? Try to find the different words. And then number 3, what is another name for the undigested food? So what is the other name? It's the wasted. So let's get this word into the, right here, you see? The waste. And then the number 4, where is the food bolus mixed with the gastric juice? Where? It's in the stomach. So here we have it, stomach. Okay, here we are. And the number 5, what is the process that turns the food into nutrients? What are we talking about? We are talking about digestion. This is the process that turns us the food into nutrients. Okay, here we are. Then we have mouth, liver, waste, stomach, and digestion. Here in the digestion process, we have some pictures to make a general review. Okay, we have 5 different pictures just to make a general review of what are the steps in the process of digestion. So let's start. In the number 1, you put the food into your mouth, goes into, it's mixed with saliva, and goes into your esophagus, directly to your stomach, right? In the number 2, we can see the salivary glands, which are the glands in charge of producing 1.5 liters of saliva per day. Then we have in the picture number 3, how the food bolus go through your esophagus in green color into your stomach. once the food bolus is in your stomach, it is mixed with the gastric juice, okay? And then we have another process. Once the process has finished, it goes into your small intestine where nutrients are absorbed, okay? At the end of the process, the waste goes into your large intestine, into the rectum, and go outside of your body through the anus. So in that way, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different pictures that can help you to practice the process of digestion. Okay, let's continue, guys. Write the number from 1 to 5 just to try to remember what is the process. Let's start. The food bolus goes to the stomach through the esophagus. The food goes to the small intestine where nutrients are absorbed. The food is ground up by the teeth and mixed with saliva in the mouth until it becomes a food bolus. Once the food bolus reaches the stomach, it is mixed with the digestive juice. The waste is eliminated through the large intestine, rectum, and anus. So what is the number 1? Is that one? This one? Yes. This is the number 1 at the moment that you put the food into your mouth and the food is ground up by your teeth, mixed with saliva in the mouth until it becomes the food bolus. Okay, so what is the number 2? The food bolus goes to the stomach through the esophagus. Remember, this is your esophagus. It's like a tube. And the number 3, once the food bolus reaches the stomach, it is mixed with the digestive juice, okay? So there is another process in that part of your body that helps you to complete the function of the digestive system. Then the food goes to the small intestine where the nutrients are absorbed. And at the end, what happens? The waste is eliminated through the large intestine, rectum, and anus. Very easy to remember, very easy to practice. What is the process in the digestive system? Okay, here we have. Let's practice a little more. The food is ground out by the teeth and mixed with saliva. So what do you think is the picture related to the content? Excellent, very good. The food bolus goes to the stomach through the esophagus. What is the picture? The picture number 1, the first one. Remember, the food bolus goes through your esophagus to your stomach. Once the food bolus reaches the stomach, it's mixed with digestive juice, and the digestive juice here is represented in color yellow. Okay, let's continue practicing. We have 2 more. Nutrients are absorbed in the small intestine and the waste is eliminated through the large intestine, rectum, and anus. Here we are. Yes, this is the small intestine, the one that is coming immediately after the stomach. And this is the waste is eliminated through the large intestine. This is the large intestine. This is supposed to be the waste that is going outside of your body through involuntary movements. Sometimes you don't feel them, okay? So here we have a little more so you never forget about what you have learned today about the digestive system. Here we have the organs: liver, large intestine, stomach, small intestine, pancreas, and esophagus. And we have a math. What do you have to do? You have to write the correct number on the correct answer to complete the sentence. And the function, it says to store food. So what is the organ that stores food? Is the liver, the large intestine, the stomach? Which one? Oh, I see. The number 1 is the liver to segregate the bile. You see? This is the organ. Okay, quick tap the number 2, large intestine. So what is the function of the large intestine? To eliminate the wasted. Very good. Excellent. And the number 3, the stomach. To store the food. Remember, to store the food. And we have the next number 4, small intestine, produce enzymes or absorb nutrients. Which one? Absorb the nutrients. And at the end, we have to produce enzymes. We have the number 5, the pancreas. As you can see here, we have 6, and here we have 5. It was on purpose. This is to make that you analyze and trying to find the correct function of the organ. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, do you remember about pronouns? In English, we have first, second, and third person. We have singular and we have plural. Remember, singular means only one, and plural means more than one. So, specifically, when we are working with the third person singular, we have special changes on the verb. Obviously, if we are using he, she, or it, when we are working with the simple present tense. Okay? Here we go. He, she, and it, they represent the third person singular, and the verb suffers special changes. For example, most verbs take S in the third person singular. We have, for example, work become works. Dance becomes dances. Read, you say reads, or speak, speaks. Just when we are working with the third person singular, remember. Verbs ending in double S, SH, CH, and X, you have to add ES at the end. For example, the verb kiss, ending in double S, you have to say kisses. Wash, and SH, you say washes. Watch, watches. And fix, fixes. Verbs ending in a consonant plus Y, drop the Y and take IES. As for example, we have the verb study. Study ends in a consonant Y, followed by another consonant, then you have to say studies. Cry, cries. Fly, flies. Copy, copies. When we are working with the third person singular, remember he, she, and it. Play, for example, verbs ending in a vowel plus Y take S. For example, play become plays. Say, says. Enjoy, enjoys. Obey, obeys. Okay? So here, let's practice what we have learned about this. Write the correct form of the verb. Remember, we are working with the simple present tense, third person singular. The process of digestion. Begin or begins? What do you have to write? Begins. In the mouth. Okay, sentences related to our topic. Saliva. Then we have a verb ending in X. Do you remember what do you have to add? You say mixes. Saliva mixes with the food in the mouth. The number 3, the small intestine. We have the verb ending into consonants. We have to write S, right? We say absorbs. The alimentary bolus goes to the stomach through the esophagus. Number 5, the large intestine carry. What is the change that the verb suffers? You say carries food outside of the body, and the stomach stores the food. Okay, in that way we have practiced about the third person singular. Let's uncramble the sentences. We have provide, nutrients, food, and the body. So what do you need first? Always our subject. Food, provide, is our verb in third person singular. Nutrients, to the body. Excellent. Let's try the next one. We have turns into nutrients, digestions, and the food. Our subject, digestion, what is my verb? Turns, third person singular, the food into nutrients. Excellent, and thank you so much for your help. And this is time for me to remind you that we are going to be celebrating the English Week, okay? From June the 28th to July the 2nd, be ready to make your bulletin board. Remember, you need materials like cardboard, partition, recyclable materials, and your creativity. What is our topic? Our topic is developing values and tourism as we celebrate Panama bicentennial, okay? So let's try your bulletins on board and bring it to the contest. Okay, here we have a school that is actually making their bulletin boards, you see? This is San Cristobal Elementary School, the 6th grade group. Congratulations! Great job, teacher Ana Espinosa. Hello, teacher. Thank you so much for sharing this image. This is a bulletin board that they prepare to celebrate the English Week. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Remember, students, before I let you go, dear students, if you want to avoid the COVID-19, what you must do? First, wash your hands with water and soap, keep your social distancing, sanitize your hands, and wear a face mask to protect your mouth and your nose. Great job, guys. Remember, keep working, keep practicing. If you want to contact me, I am in Teacher Paula _Conéctate, where you can send your videos, you can send your art, you can change your works. Thank you so much to Mrs. Daira Creighton. She is our academic coordinator, National Directorate of Foreign Language Teaching, and we can't forget our sponsors. Thank you, sponsors, for your support. Thank you, because thanks to you, this project has been possible. I say goodbye to you. Bye-bye. See you next week.
Aprende en casa a través de la televisión, porque me educa.